Hello everyone, I'm Shannon Slatton. There's a new development to potentially move forward the Bottineau light rail project in Brooklyn Park. Here's Pafua Yang.
An alternative route to the Bottineau light rail project is still up in the air, but earlier this month, the Hennepin County Regional Railroad Authority purchased this property on the corner of 73rd and County Road 81. The property cost just over $3 million. County staff say it's highly likely the land will be needed for the light rail extension, no matter which option is chosen. Originally, the Metropolitan Council, which oversees the project, wanted to share 8 miles of the 13-mile planned route along the track owned by the BNSF Railway. After about 4 years of unsuccessful negotiations, the Met Council and Hennepin County abandoned that route. Now they've started the process to look for other options, which they say they're hopeful they'll find one within the next year.
We're fairly optimistic that we will come up with something, primarily because this is something that, as we see, is really needed. That an LRT extension through this part of Hennepin County, serving the diverse communities of North Minneapolis and Crystal and Robbinsdale and Brooklyn Park, the transit-dependent communities, the need to provide transportation options is great. And so when there's a real need for something, the ability to find a way to get it done is usually pretty good.
The route is still planned to start in downtown Minneapolis near Target Field and end in Brooklyn Park by Target's northern campus. Over the next 6 to 8 months, the Met Council and County will look at various options. After that, there will be community engagements. Reporting in Brooklyn Park, Pafua Yang, CCX News.
Golden Valley is making changes to a commission that oversees the hiring of police in the city. Here's Sonia Goins.
Golden Valley officials are revamping the Civil Service Commission, the group which has a role in hiring police officers. The city is forming a new police commission, and they want community members to have input.
This is our September 15th.
The City Council decided to form a task force during its September 15th City Council meeting to decide what the new police commission should look like. Some city officials say the Civil Service Commission is outdated and limited in its role.
The Civil Service Commission has just been involved in kind of the formal hiring of officers at this point. It's always been an option for officers to appeal a termination to the Civil Service Commission, and that hasn't happened in years.
The task force will be chaired by current Civil Service Commission Council Liaison Jillian Rosenquist.
As part of a citywide initiative to have more meaningful, impactful, and deep community involvement, that it was time to really look at transforming this 3-member commission into something that was larger.
The city wants to have a 13-member task force, which would be made up of community members from various backgrounds.
We will be starting with a mission. We will be looking at bylaws that will create that role. And we will be looking at making a larger community group that will be regularly involved in public safety.
Officials want the new police commission to have at least 7 or 8 members that reflect an inclusive and diverse community.
This is a high priority for the city, and it's a high priority for our community.
The task force should be in place by November and have its recommendations sometime in the spring. In Golden Valley, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. On Wednesday in Maple Grove, there will be a candlelight vigil to remember those who have died this year due to domestic violence, including 6 people in Maple Grove alone. One of those people is Maria Pugh, who died earlier this year. Her family has formed an advocacy group called Maria's Voice.
We've really felt in our hearts that no more. This just cannot continue. And since it's touched our lives so profoundly, we just have a really deep drive to change this.
The vigil will be on Wednesday, October 7th at the Town Green in Maple Grove. And we will link you to more information about Maria's Voice online and continue telling the story of her impact in the days to come. Election Day is less than a month away. In today's local vote, we hear from the candidates running for mayor in Robbinsdale. 2 longtime Robbinsdale residents are running to replace Regan Murphy, who has been the mayor since 2013. Bill Blonigan has represented Ward 1 on City Council for 10 consecutive terms. He's up against Wally Langfellow, a community coach and volunteer.
Hi there. I'm asking you to elect Bill Blonigan as the new voice in the Robbinsdale Mayor's office. 60% of the City Council will be new to their office, so it will be important to have someone with detailed knowledge of the nuts and bolts of city government as mayor. I have 40 years of experience on the City Council. I've been here collaborating with other council members every step of the way, building strong downtown business and residential communities. If you elect Blonigan, I will passionately champion the environment and inclusiveness and continue the innovative solutions I have delivered for our hometown. Please visit bloniganformayor.com for more. Thank you.
Hello. For the past 35 years, our family has lived in Robbinsdale, and I've run my own business since 1994. If I'm elected mayor, I will provide leadership, business savvy, and a fresh perspective to City Council, the perspective of a longtime resident who knows our city. And while this is the first time I've run for elected office of any kind, I've always been involved in our community as a volunteer board member and coach, and I led a group to save our schools. If I'm elected, I will be the eyes and ears for residents on decisions that are made by City Council and at City Hall. I am committed to upgrading our police department, increasing diversity in our city staff, revitalizing and improving our parks, and bringing more small businesses to Robbinsdale that serve residents' daily needs. I ask for your vote and invite you to visit my website at wallyformayor.com. Thank you.
We have recorded candidate statements from almost 90 candidates in our area. Check those out on our website, ccxmedia.org, to see those and learn more about what's on your ballot.